evening, everybody. Welcome in courtside. Again, Zaran Egestal with you, getting set for tonight's Class 3A regional quarterfinal between 4A City and Eagle Grove. Our pregame show tonight brought to you by our friends at KCS Customs. We'll hear from KCS Customs, and we'll come right back.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. They can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, ultimate spray-on bed liners, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how they can help you ride on Facebook. KCS Customs in Forest City, your Western snowplow and ultimate spray-on bed liner dealer.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. For a second straight year, the 4A City Indians will get a chance to play 3 postseason games at home for a chance to play in the Class 3A state tournament. A year ago, 4A City opened up with New Hampton, beating them 75-36, and then beat Waukon in a close one, 50-41. And then, of course, that heartbreaking game 1 year ago where 4A City fell to West Marshall here on their home floor in the regional final, 51-48, the final in that one. Indians Road this year looks pretty similar. They're going to have a game tonight where, of course, they're going to be a favorite in here in the opener. They'll have a game next week where they'll be a heavy favorite in as well, whether it is Carroll or whether it is Humboldt. And then it will be either the Algona Bulldogs or the Lions of Clear Lake coming to 4A City, hopefully for a regional final next Saturday night, 1 week from tonight. 4A City with a chance to play here at home to go to the state tournament. But again, got to win 2 games before they get to that point. And it starts with taking down their conference foe in the Eagle Grove Eagles this evening. 4A City and Eagle Grove have a lot of history as of recent. In the regular season, though, these two teams have never played in 5-on-5 girls basketball in the postseason. Again, 5-on-5 girls basketball, first postseason game in 1994 when 4A City fell to Osage by a final score of 50-35. The Indians have never in their career in 5-on-5 girls basketball played the Eagle Grove Eagles in the postseason. That changes a new conference opponent. Actually, could be a chance at multiple new opponents in the postseason. Carroll, another team that 4A City has not played in the postseason. Humboldt, 4A City hasn't played in the postseason since 2020. The backside, of course, have history with Algona in Clear Lake in the postseason, and Osage, but has also never played Southeast Valley, the team that is at Algona tonight, in the postseason. So that's a look at the bracket and what is to come. Of course, Carroll and Humboldt are playing at Carroll High School tonight. Carroll is 5-16 overall. Humboldt is 9-12. At Algona High School tonight, it is Algona 18-4, taking on Southeast Valley, who is 2-17. At Clear Lake tonight, the Lions of Clear Lake, 18-4 overall. They take on the Green Devils of Osage, who are currently 12-8. The winners of these games will play on Wednesday night. Wednesday night will be the winners in the semifinal round. And then, of course, as we mentioned, next Saturday will be the regional final. And again, if 4A City is in the regional final, they will host the regional final here at 4A City High School. Taking a look at the postseason history for the Indians, we talked about some of the teams they have faced. 4A City is getting set to play their 23rd home game all-time in the postseason. 4A City in the postseason is 17-4 when they are on their home floor. So good signs for the Indians. 4A City had a 9-game home winning streak that was snapped 1 year ago to West Marshall. But the Indians 17-4 when they play at home in the postseason. They will try to extend that tonight. The Indians do have an overall losing record in the 5-on-5 postseason. 4A City has won 22 games. They have lost 32 games in their overall postseason 5-on-5 girls basketball record. This will be the 55th all-time postseason 5-on-5 game tonight for the Indians. And again, currently sitting with a overall record of 22-32. Eagle Grove is the 19th. They are the 20th new team for 4A City in the postseason. West Marshall was the 19th new team for 4A City in the postseason 1 year ago. Now the Indians take on their 20th new postseason opponent in the Eagles of Eagle Grove. We'll take a break. We'll come back in about 2.5 minutes, and we'll break down these two teams. And since we saw the Eagle Grove Eagles last a few weeks ago, we'll break them down. We'll set the matchup. It is 4A City and Eagle Grove here in a Class 3A Region 7 quarterfinal. Coming your way. We'll come back in 2 minutes.
Turn cleanup into hard cash with Clayton County Recycling of Belmont and Kensett. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers ferrous and non-ferrous metals, even household appliances. Off-site pickup and roll-off containers too. Online at ccrrecycling.com.
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmont Clemmy Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent hopes clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
For over 110 years, Pritchard Family Auto Stores has helped local North Iowans find the right ride with honest deals and trusted service. Located at Forest City Auto Center and Chrysler Forest City. Always open at Pritchards.com.
Bradford Financial Center, let's fly together. When your team is in sync, the sky is the limit. Visit your Bradford Financial Advisor in Clarion or Garner today or online at BradfordFinancialCenter.com. Follow Bradford on social media for the latest financial news. Bradford Financial Center, managing your wealth journey since 1970.
Registered representatives offering securities through United Planners Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Bradford Financial Center. Bradford Financial Center and United Planners are not affiliated companies.
Storby Seeds value in a bag, service, data management, product knowledge, in-season follow-up, availability, and your first choice supply needs. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Bulldogs!
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com, getting set for our Class 3A regional quarterfinal tonight between 4A City and Eagle Grove. Let's take a look at these two teams and how they compare coming into tonight's game. Let's take a look at it there with the Eagle Grove Eagles, as Eagle Grove has scoring 32.2 points per night, 4A City 59. The Indians shoot 40% from the floor. The Eagles shoot 27.5% from the floor. 4A City 31.2% from beyond the arc, 20.5 for Eagle Grove. Rebounding, 4A City 5 rebounds more per game, almost 6 than Eagle Grove. The Indians give up about 20 less points than the Eagles have so far this year. 4A City with about 8 more assists per game than the Eagles do. The Indians 3 more steals per game than the Eagles do. And Eagle Grove also with about a block and a half less than 4A City does. One thing to keep in mind in tonight's game is, we talked about it when we were at Eagle Grove not too long ago, a few weeks ago, 4A City and Eagle Grove playing against each other. Eagle Grove was without some of their key players. They played with mostly without their key players against the Indians the last time these two teams met. Now Eagle Grove does have a majority of those players back in their lineup tonight, so it could be a little bit of a different game. Could see Eagle Grove, we're going to see Eagle Grove a little bit more of a complete team tonight with some of those players that they were missing from the last time that these two teams played. That game back on January 13th, and 4A City won 62-22 at Eagle Grove. The first game of the season was 68-24. That game played at 4A City. In the 68-24 game, 4A City won that one here at home, and then 64-22. Since these two teams have been conference opponents going back to 2014, 4A City has never lost to Eagle Grove. 4A City does have one loss to Eagle Grove all time, but came before these two teams were conference opponents years ago, back when Eagle Grove was in the North Central Conference and 4A City was in the North Iowa Conference at the time. Now these two teams been in the same conference since 2014. They will remain in the same conference, as 4A City and Eagle Grove both going to the NCC next year. Eagle Grove will be making a return to the NCC. Of course, 4A City will be in the NCC for the first time, and that will come up 1 year from now as the Indians and Eagle Grove, they're going to the same conference next year, these two teams. But tonight it's all about the postseason and what happens here in this postseason matchup between 4A City and Eagle Grove. Of course, Tatum Edwards, the sophomore, 12.5 points per game. Micah Anderson did see Anderson in that last game against 4A City. She averages 7 points per game. Ellie Lenning, a sophomore, also averaging 6 points per game. A very young group that leads this Eagle Grove team, and a group that is going to be in the mix for years to come, as Eagle Grove with a bunch of sophomores leading the way, leading the charge for them. Kendra Schild, the senior, she grabs the boards, averages 8.5 boards per game for Eagle Grove. Holly Anderson also with about 6 rebounds per game, and then Micah Anderson in there with about 4 rebounds per game. As of recent, for Eagle Grove, they have a win over Central Springs, a loss to North Union, a win over Belmont Clemmy, a loss to North Iowa, and a defeat in their last game of the season against Garner Hayfield Ventura, a game, a final score of 69-29, the final score in that one. Getting set for 4A City and Eagle Grove tonight here in Class 3A, Region number 7. It is a quarterfinal matchup between the Indians and the Eagles. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by our friends at KCS Customs. KCS Customs, your Western snowplow dealer. They're also your dealer when it comes to Jeep and truck accessories, customized with hitch, leveling kits, and much, much more. You can contact KCS Customs today, our pregame show sponsor. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for Eagle Grove, the Eagles are 5-17 overall, and they will lead off with number 1, a sophomore guard at 5'8". That's Tatum Edwards. Number 3 is a junior forward at 5'7". Number 3, Holly Anderson. Number 4 is a senior center at 5'10", Kendra Schild. She's the captain on this team. Number 5 is Micah Anderson, a sophomore guard at 5'6", and number 10 is Ellie Lenning. Lenning, a sophomore guard at 5'6". She wears number 10 for the Eagle Grove Eagles. Eagle Grove is led by head coach Zach Whipple, and again sitting at 5-17 overall. The Eagles finished in the top of Iowa Conference at 2-14 overall, just ahead of Belmont Clemmy, who finished at the bottom of the top of Iowa Conference. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Indians of 4A City. They will look like this. Number 3 is a junior guard at 5'7", Ashlyn Kingland. A senior guard at 5'11", number 14 is Hayden Brown. A senior guard at 5'7", number 20 is Lexi Eisenbrand. A senior center at 6 foot, number 34 is Jenna Donchi, and a senior forward at 5'8", number 40, that is Drew Segalum. Head coach Matt Erpelding in his 8th season at 4A City. He has coached 23 years of girls basketball, and Coach Erpelding has won over 130 games in his 8 seasons here at 4A City. Looking to win another postseason game, get 4A City to their second state tournament. As the head coach of the Indians, he has led 4A City to one state tournament. That was 2 years ago in 2023 when the Indians were in the state tournament for the first time ever. We'll take a break for the national anthem. We will come back and we will get you ready for tip-off between Eagle Grove and 4A City. And high school girls basketball will come right back. This is Indian postseason basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
Teamwork makes the dream work. At NSB Bank, we're proud to support local high school athletes and coaches who work together to achieve greatness. Because when we support the team, we support the entire community. NSB Bank, committed to local athletics and the future we build together. NSB Bank in Forest City, Titonka, Thompson, Northwood, and Mason City. We're here for you. Visit nsbbank.com today.
The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck thanks you for your support, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Young Plumbing and Heating, coupled with cutting-edge equipment from Lennox, means you can achieve perfect air each season. Learn more about their Lennox product offerings by calling 641-592-5611.
High school sports build champions on and off the field through teamwork, respect, and hard work. At NIAC, they believe learning is the ultimate game changer. High school students can start earning college credit today for free. Discover how at NIAC.edu. NIAC, future found.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. It can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how we can help your ride on Facebook at KCS Customs. KCS Customs of Forest City, your Western snowplow dealer and vehicle customizer.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month at 8 o'clock, and trivia nights are the third Thursday of every month. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events or to book a party at Main Avenue Event Center. Call 641-843-4275. Go Eagles!
Back here to Forest City High School, we are getting set for tip-off in Class 3A Region number 7. Eagle Grove will bench to our left tonight. They are in their black jerseys. The black jerseys are have eagles across their chest in gold. Numbers are on front and back, also in gold. On the right side is Forest City. In their white jerseys, Forest City across their chest in red. Numbers are on front and back, also in red. As we get set for high school basketball tonight, it'll be Jenna Donchie, of course, in the center circle for the Indians. It will be the Eagle Grove Eagles getting set to tip off. Who will they send out to jump up against? It'll be Tatum Edwards. Our officials tonight, Mr. Colin Friesman, Mr. Ben Borjan, and Cole Willert are our officials tonight. Eagle Grove will win the tip, and the Eagles will have it first on the right side. Eagle Grove will start in the right corner with Kendra Schild. Inside they go to Lenning, but she bobbles it out of bounds. It'll be the first turnover of the ball game, and it will go to Forest City with 7:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Just underway here from Forest City High School. The Indians get their first chance offensively. Now the Indians turn it over as Lexi trying to go inside to Jenna Donchie. Goes right through her hands. Both teams start with a turnover. Eagle Grove has it back. Now Eagle Grove a second turnover. Forest City's going to run with this time. Lexi inside the lane. She'll step around the defender, but she left it short. Jenna Donchie with the rebound, and she'll put it back up and in. A little bit of a rough start for Forest City, but they get their first points. It is 2-0 Indians. 7:21 to play. Now the Indians going for a steal. It'll be a jump ball that will go to Forest City. Eagle Grove got the opening tip. So the Indians will get the basketball here on our first jump ball. So they get it back in the backcourt. Lexi Eisenbrand will inbound from the left side of the backboard. Eisenbrand looking, surveying. Still looking to get it in. She will feed it to the top of the key to Brown. Wide open. Brown will step and shoot a three. That is no good. Donchie, the rebound, puts it back up. She's fouled. The shot is no good. But she will go to the free throw line for 2 free throw opportunities here for the Indians. The foul will go on Lenning. That'll be her first team foul against Eagle Grove here in the opening quarter. It is 7:14 to play in that first. And the first free throw from Jenna Donchie is up, and it is good. Indians lead 3-0. Donchie will get one more opportunity here for the Indians. And her free throw on the way is no good off the right side. Rebound is into the hands of Forest City. Another opportunity for the Indians. Lexi left side will catch and shoot a three. That is no good. And the rebound this time will be another jump ball. And this time it will go to Eagle Grove as Forest City just got it a moment ago. 7:05 to play here in the opening quarter. It is 3-0 Indians. Eagle Grove will get the basketball. Forest City with some pressure in the backcourt. Ashlyn Kingland going for a steal. She's got the pickpocket. Now to Lexi. Lexi try to go across to Drew. Drew gets it. Jumper from Drew is no good. Rebound is out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say Jenna Donchie did. And it will go to Eagle Grove. So Eagle Grove will get the basketball back here with 6:55. Eagle Grove looking to get it into their front court. Indians with some pressure in the backcourt. Mike Anderson, they will get it across now to Lenning. Lenning feeds it across the lane. Now it's lost. There's a battle for it inside. They do keep it, though, with Edwards. Edwards goes left to Anderson. That's Micah Anderson. Now it's stolen by Genadonchi. Gives it up to Kingland. Kingland wraparound pass to Lexi Eisenbrand, but Eagle Grove is there. They stole it, but they got it right back into 4A City, and Lexi's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Crazy there. Indians try to wraparound pass. Eagle Grove stole it, but they were falling out of bounds. So when they went to pitch it back in, they threw it right to Lexi, and she goes down to the floor as she was shooting. Her shot is no good, but she'll get a couple of free throws out of this one. Foul will go against Holly Anderson. That'll be her first foul. Second team foul against the Eagles. First free throw from Lexi is up, and it is good. Indians now lead 4-0. One more free throw from Lexi on the way is good. Indians 3 from 4 from the free throw line. They've still got pressure in the backcourt. Lenning across court. It's tipped by Lexi Eisenbrand, but kept by the Eagle Grove Eagles. And they'll look inside for two. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Indians. Brown has got it. She comes across court through three defenders. Brown gives it out to Segelum. Segelum inside the lane. Segelum still going. Turnaround jumper for Segelum in the lane is nothing but nets. Beautiful shot. Turnaround jumper right in the lane for Drew as she was going left to right. Again, full court pressure put on by the Indians. Eagle Grove will break it this time. Lenning comes across the line, and Eagle Grove keeping that ball in bounds. Now it's stolen by Lexi. Lexi feeds it up to Brown. Brown's one-on-one with Micah Anderson. The shot is up, and it is good for Brown. Timeout, Eagle Grove. 4A City with an early 9-0 lead. 5:53 to play in the opening quarter. We'll come back. This is Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports in 30 seconds.
Shooters in Forest City is proud to be a part of the Forest City Indians. Before or after the game, stop by Shooters for our specialty burgers, pizza, or a cold drink and a great time. Go Indians from your hometown fans at Shooters Sports Bar and Grill.
Back here to 4A City High School, Class 3A region number 7. 9-0 is the lead in favor of 4A City. Now the Indians will get another steal with Brown. Brown feeds it into Kingland this time. Left-handed layup from Kingland is up, and it is good, and the Indians' lead is now 11-0. Eagle Grove again trying to beat the pressure of 4A City. They'll bring it across the line with Micah Anderson, but a foul is going to be called on Drew Segelum. So Drew will be charged with her first foul, first team foul against the Indians. 5:38 to play here in the opening quarter. Eagle Grove inbounds to Lenning. Now they'll give it off to Tatum Edwards. Edwards up towards the half-court line. Try to pass it to the right side to Micah Anderson, but it was poked out of bounds by Ashlyn Kingland. So another inbound pass coming. They'll inbound it this time to Shield. Shield trying to give it back. It's tipped by 4A City. Lenning with the basketball near half court. Lenning nearly has a lot of her hands. They're going to say Eagle Grove touched that last. Lexi poked it out, but it touched back off of Eagle Grove before it went out of bounds, so the Indians will get the basketball back. Across the line comes Eisenbrand on the right side. Eisenbrand to Kingland, left side to Brown. 29 on the shot clock, 5:12 on the game clock here in the opening quarter. Segelum gives it off to Donchi. Donchi will make a move inside on Shield. Now she's stopped defensively. Back out to Lexi, top of the key. Lexi in the corner to Brown. Brown's going to shoot three. It is no good long. Indians still 0-4 from beyond the arc. And Drew Segelum will fall out of bounds, trying to save that one. Unable to. It's out of bounds off of 4A City. Indians still 0-4 from beyond the three-point line here in this opening quarter, but they lead 11-0 with 4:54 to play. And they'll get a trap onto the backcourt. Lenning has it knocked out of her hands by Lexi. Out of bounds. It will stay with Eagle Grove again. 29 on the shot clock. 4:49 to play here in the opening quarter. Inbound pass will come from Tatum Edwards on the far sideline, the 4A City side. They'll inbound the basketball, and they'll throw it into the backcourt, and that'll be 4A City basketball. And they're asking Eagle Grove bench asking for a tip, and they are going to say it was tipped, so it'll stay Eagle Grove basketball. So 4A City tipped it. Eagle Grove will get to keep it with 25 on the shot clock with 4:46 to play here in the opening quarter. Inbound the basketball to Edwards. She'll give it back to Anderson. Anderson lost it. It's into the hands of 4A City. Indians are 3-on-2 across the line. It will be Kingland with a shot. Her shot no good. And Brown will grab the rebound. Brown will come out with it. She'll give it off to Ashlyn right side for a three. That is no good. Rebound on the floor picked up by Lexi. Lexi will go up for two. Her shot is good. So Lexi will get a 2-point basket to go for the Indians. It's 13-0 for A City. 4:21 to play in the first quarter. Across the line now, Donchi fighting with Micah Anderson with the basketball, and they'll throw it right to 4A City. Indians have it back again on a steal. Lexi inside to Donchi. Donchi for 2, and she scores. It's now 15-0 for A City. 4:05 to play in the opening quarter. Anderson trapped in the backcourt, and she'll lose it, picked up by Ashlyn Kingland. Kingland will give it off. Oh, maybe should have just gone up with that one. Instead, she tried to throw it across the lane where there was a couple Eagle Grove athletes, and they kicked it out of bounds. So it'll stay with 4A City, where the Indians don't get a shot at the bucket there. 3:57 to play here in the opening quarter. Still 15-0 in favor of 4A City. It'll be Brown who will inbound the basketball. Top of the key to Sagalum. Sagalum will drive inside the lane. She'll stop, turnaround jumper from where she made one a moment ago, and she'll make another one. Right in her sweet spot for Sagalum. It is 17-0 Indians. Maya Jenkins, Sophia Reese, and Kaden Sletton in for the first time. They're all helping out in the backcourt for 4A City. Across the line, the Eagles will come with Holly Anderson, and now it's stolen by Sophia Reese. She gets into the mix for the Indians. Sophia at the top of the key. Gives it off to Sletton. Sletton's going to try to bury a 3. That is no good. Again, 4A City 0 from beyond the arc, and the Indians lose the basketball out of bounds. Timeout, Eagle Grove. 3:26 to play in the opening quarter. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a minute as well. We'll come back. This is Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
The new and enhanced Channel Seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. In Goodell and Kanawha and surrounding areas, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering Channel Seeds and Bayer Chemistry. Call 641-512-8131.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 3:26 to play here in the opening quarter of a Class 3A Region 7 quarterfinal. The Indians dominating so far, leading 17-0. But have not made a 3-point basket yet in this one. Across the line, the Eagles will come with Lenning. Lenning gives it off left side to Edwards. Edwards tries for a 3. That's no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown feeds it up to Maya Jenkins. Jenkins one-on-one at the rim. Her shot is up, and it is good. Good feed by Brown upstairs to Jenkins, and she's able to go up against the defender of Kendra Child and makes the 2. It's 19-0 now in favor of 4A City. Now 4A City's got a steal with Yarber. Raven Yarber goes inside. Yarber goes up for 2. Her shot short, no good. Grabs her own rebound. It is out of bounds. Who touched it last? Eagle Grove did. So Yarber missed her original shot. She got her own rebound. She was falling out of bounds. And she was able to throw it off an Eagle Grove player, and it's doing so. So it stays with the Indians. He'll give it off to Reese. Reese now to Jenkins around the corner for a 3. It is good. 4A City finally knocks down their first 3. It's the freshman Maya Jenkins. Make it 22-0 now in favor of 4A City. Basketball in the hands of Amundsen now for Eagle Grove in for the first time. Foul against the Indians. It will go on to Yarber. Yarber's first foul. Second team foul of the quarter against 4A City. Lexi is in. Hayden will go out. Aslan Amundsen in for the first time. They'll inbound into the backcourt to Micah Anderson. Anderson, the third leading scorer on this team. Top of the key, she's going to try for a 3. That is good. Anderson buries a 3 for Eagle Grove. They're on the board. It's 22-3. Maya Jenkins gives it off to Lexi. Lexi goes left side to Cadence. Cadence drives in, stops with it. Top of the key back to Maya. Maya now will drive inside the lane. She'll look for a 2. It is good. Hangs there for a moment. Drops in a 2. Maya Jenkins has a quick 7 in her postseason debut. 24-3 now the lead in favor of 4A City. And now Maya Jenkins going for a steal. She's got it. She gets it up to Reese. Reese cross court to Lexi. Lexi with the left hand short. Gets her own rebound. Tips it back up. Hayden Brown style for 2. 26-3, 1:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Over to the right side now is Amundsen, cross court. Here's a drive inside for two. It is no good. Rebound by Lexi. It will go out of bounds, though, off of the Indians. Lexi had it in her hand for a moment, then lost it out of bounds. It stays with Eagle Grove with 1:34 to play in the first quarter. They'll inbound to Child on the right side. Child gives it off to Micah. Micah Anderson now goes left side to Tatum Edwards for a three. Her shot short, no good. Rebound is going to be another shot, no good by Eagle Grove, and then a foul defensively. So Eagle Grove with a couple of misses inside and a foul defensively. That will go against Micah Anderson. That'll be her first. And that'll be the third team foul of the opening quarter against the Eagles. Indians with the basketball, Yarber. Yarber at the free throw line, now over to Reese. Reese will back up to the 10-foot volleyball line, now to Lexi. And Lexi will call out a play for 4A City. They'll get into an offense here with 1:05 to play in the opening quarter. Jenkins now to Yarber. Yarber will bring it to the far left side, now give it top of the key to Reese. Now right side, it's Lexi. Eisenbrand to Jenkins. Jenkins tries for a second three. It's good. Maya Jenkins buries a second three for the Indians. It's 29-3 now. 4A City leads. Under a minute. It is 48.6 seconds to play in the quarter. Amundsen across court to Micah Anderson. Inside to Holly Anderson for two. That's short, no good. Rebound to 4A City. Sletton across the court. Sletton across to Lexi. Eisenbrand now gives it off to Yarber. Yarber's going to try for an open three. She knocks one down. Now the 4A City threes are coming. It is 32-3 4A City in the opening quarter. Under 20 seconds to play. Shot clock is off. Anderson. That's Micah Anderson. Goes to Tatum Edwards. Now Amundsen. Amundsen now goes right side to Child. She'll try for a three, and she knocks it down. Kendra Child knocks down a three for the Eagle Grove Eagles. 32-6. Yarber is going to try for back-to-back. That's no good as the clock will expire. 32-6 after one quarter of play. 4A City with an opening lead here in the quarterfinals of the Class 3A Region 7 tournament. We'll come back. This is Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt. Swenson's is proud supporter of the West Hancock Eagles, and we support Eagle fans with a wide selection of hardware to solve home projects and farm issues. Open Monday through Saturday on Main Avenue in Britt. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware.
Clear Lake Bank and Trust is proud to cheer on our local athletes. On the field, on the court, and in the classroom, we're here for you, supporting the teams, the schools, and the community we love. Let's bring home a win. Go Cardinals! Member FDIC.
Michael Foods of Britt is hiring for various positions of all shifts. Great compensation package, on-the-job training, and career growth opportunities. We are first in food because we are first in people. Apply online today at michaelfoods.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 32-6, the Indians lead. Lexi Eisenbrand has the basketball, gives it off to Ashlyn Kingland. She'll go back door to Brown. Brown tries for a little 12-footer. It's no good. Ashlyn, the rebound, also no good. The rebound to Genadachi, but she steps out of bounds. It will go to Eagle Grove. Couple of misses there for the Indians that they would like to have back here with 7:51 to play here in the second. It is 32-6 in favor of 4A City. Eagle Grove will have the basketball. Eagle Grove will bring it across the line with Micah Anderson, the sophomore. Again, a lot of sophomores on this team. They are building some experience for years to come. Ellie Lenning's going to try to jump into the three party, and she knocks one down. All Eagle Grove points are from beyond the arc. They've got three triples. Ashlyn's going to try for a long two. It's no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Eagle Grove Eagles. They get a three and a stop. Eagle Grove going to try to make a little bit of a run now. Looking for another three left side. That one is good. Eagle Grove, back-to-back threes. They've scored 6 straight. It's 32-12. Eagle Grove making a charge here on the Indians with 7:10 to play in the second quarter. Lexi backdoor pass to Dachi, and Jenna Dachi will end the scoring run at 6 for Eagle Grove as she puts a 2 in. It's 34-12 now, Indians lead. And now the Eagle Grove Eagles turn it over as they're going to throw that one away into the 4A City bench. 6:56 to play second quarter. It is 34-12, and across the line comes Lexi with it. Now to Drew on the left wing. Drew Gives it off to Ashlyn. Ashlyn to the right side. It's Kingland now to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand short corner. Back to Jenna Donchie. Donchie working on Child. We'll hand it off to Lexi. Lexi at the free throw line inside to Jenna. Jenna for 2 off the glass. She scores. Donchie's got 9 for the Indians. As she slips inside, it's 36-12 for A City. Another three-point attempt for Eagle Grove. That one is good. Count the basket and a foul. A 5th three-pointer for Eagle Grove. It'll be Micah Anderson, her 2nd. And she's got a chance at a 4-point play as Ashlyn Kingland is called for a foul. First on Ashlyn, first of the quarter against the Indians. And a chance for a 4-point play for Micah Anderson. Free throw is up and it is no good. Jenna Donchie will grab the rebound for the Indians. Across the line comes Lexi with it over to Brown on the right side. Brown hands it off to Ashlyn Kingland. Kingland inside for 2. That is no good. Drew's got the rebound though. Drew gives it off to Brown. Now left side, it's Lexi for a 3. And her 3 is halfway out, then back in. And Lexi's got a first 3 of the ball game. Answering one of the 5 for Eagle Grove. It's 39-15 now. Brown's got a steal. She'll tiptoe the out-of-bounds line to stay in bounds. Lexi for 2. Her shot no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by Jenna. And it will go to Eagle Grove with 5:46 to play here in the second quarter. Eagle Grove has knocked down 5 threes here in this first half. 3 of them in this quarter. 39-15 for A City, still with the lead. They're going to try another one with Micah Anderson. This time it's long and no good. Rebound to 4A City. Brown looking inside at Drew. Drew will try for 2. Her shot is blocked out of bounds. It will stay with 4A City with 5:25 to play until halftime. 39-15, the current lead in favor of the Indians. From the baseline, Lexi will inbound it to Jenna Donchie at the top of the key, hands it off to Brown. Brown drives inside, puts one off the glass, and she scores. Brown's got 4 now for the Indians. It's 41-15 for A City. 5:13 to play in the second quarter. Big 4A City crowd across the way cheering on their Indians in all red tonight. It is taken away by Lexi. Lexi going one-on-one with Micah Anderson for 2. Her shot no good. Foul called, and Lexi will go to the free throw line. Lexi's already been there once today, and she's made both of them. She'll get 2 more opportunities here as Micah will be called for her second foul. It'll be the first foul of the quarter against the Eagles. First free throw for Lexi is up, and it is good. One more free throw will come the way of the Indians. And it is good as well. Lexi will go back to the bench. Maya Jenkins checks back in. Jenkins with the rest of the Indians starters on the floor right now. Mike Anderson has the basketball. Anderson goes left with it. Now she goes to the top of the key, tries to feed it inside. A 2-point basket on the way is no good by Ellie Lenning, but she's fouled. And a chance at free throws here for Eagle Grove. Foul will go on Hayden Brown. That'll be her first. Team's second of the quarter. And Ellie Lenning will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight, as Lenning will shoot a pair for Eagle Grove. First free throw is no good from Lenning. Lenning, 41, almost 42% free throw shooter this year. Will look to make this second one. It's on the way, it's good. First thing other than a three-pointer that has been made by the Eagle Grove team so far in this one. Kingland's going to try for a 3. She knocks it down. Ashlyn Kingland from range. She's got 5 now. It's 46-16. 4A City's lead is back to 30. Anderson feeds it off for a 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound is loose. Who's going to come up with it? Maya Jenkins does now to Brown. Brown feeds it ahead to Ashlyn. Back-to-back threes from Ashlyn. This time it's no good. Out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say Eagle Grove did. It will stay with 4A City. Sophia Reese will check in for the Indians. Amundsen will check in for Eagle Grove. Donchie to the bench for 4A City. Holly Anderson to the bench for Eagle Grove. Brown will inbound from the baseline on the right side of the backboard. surveying with the basketball, still looking, gives it off to Jenkins. Jenkins being guarded by Ellie Lenning, gives it off to Drew Seglum now on the left wing. Seglum gets closer to the top of the key, looking inside at Reese. Didn't have anything. Reese had to get out of the lane. Brown trying to go back to Seglum. Ends up in the hands of Maya Jenkins. Jenkins back outside to Kingland. 19 on the shot clock, still plenty of time. Brown's going to try for a three. It's good. Hayden Brown's first three of the game for the Indians. It's 49-16. Forey City had 3 threes in the first quarter. Now 3 already here in the second quarter. Brown going for a steal. She's got it. She keeps it in bounds. Now can she still keep it in bounds? She does. Jenkins for 2. No. Into the hands of Reese. Back to Brown. Brown long 2. No. Rebound Jenkins again. Outside, top of the key. Ashlyn will try for a 3. That's good. Ashlyn Kingland on the third opportunity for the Indians in the possession. It's good. 52-16. A 7-3 of the ball game for Forey City. After the Indians were 0 for on their first 4 or 5, maybe 6 three-pointers, they have now made 7 of them. Micah Anderson with it on the right side. Anderson Amundsen. Amundsen back to Micah Anderson. Child for a 2. That's no good. Rebound to the hands of Seglum. Seglum across the line. Inside the lane, back outside to Reese. Reese into the corner. Ashlyn looking for another one. That time it's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say Eagle Grove did. It will go to Forey City. Holly Anderson will check in, as will Caden Sletton, Raven Yarborough, and Stella LaCour for Forey City as Stella enters for the first time tonight. 52-16, the current lead in favor of the Indians. Maya Jenkins looking to inbound the basketball. She does to Stella. Stella's going to try to jump into the 3 party. That's no good. Rebound to Cadence, out to Raven. Now Raven lines up a 3. It is good. Raven splashes home her second 3 of the game. 55-16 for a City leads. 2:33 to play here in the quarter. That one's on the way. It is good. It is a 3-point contest as Tatum Edwards knocks one down. Both of these two teams going back and forth. Stella's going to try for 1. It's long, no good. A rebound to Amundsen for Eagle Grove. Amundsen will give it off to Tatum Edwards. Edwards comes across the line. Gives it over into the corner to Child. Loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? It will be a jump ball that will stay with Eagle Grove. So jump ball stays with the Eagles. Indians got it last at the start of the second quarter. 2:04 to play second quarter. 55-19. Inbound pass goes to Tatum Edwards. Edwards cross to Amundsen, now to Micah Anderson. Anderson feeds inside and then has it blocked out of bounds. To Holly Anderson was the intended reception of that pass, but it was knocked out of bounds by the Indians. Eagle Grove inbounds to Tatum Edwards and a blocking foul against Maya Jenkins. That'll be her first personal. It'll be team foul number 3 against Forey City in the quarter. 1:54 to go, second quarter, 55-19. Indians with the lead. Micah Anderson goes to Tatum Edwards. Edwards to Holly Anderson. Free throw line, backdoor to Amundsen. She can't corral it, though, and Forey City picks it up. It's on the floor. Indians are 5-on-4. Raven inside back to Maya. Maya's going to try for a 3. That is good. Maya Jenkins, a third 3 in this half alone. 58-19. I think the girls heard what I said after the first 4 or 5 missed threes. I had flashbacks to last February. And they have come alive from beyond the arc. Childs 2 is no good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball or a foul. Jump ball to Forey City. Into the basketball game is Ellie Lenning for Eagle Grove. Amundsen will go to the bench. Indians lead by a score of 58-19. Maya Jenkins will inbound to Yarborough. Yarborough gives it back off to Jenkins across the line. Jenkins gives it over to Reese, left side. Reese will square up for a 3. And it is online, but it is short. Caden Sletton going for, that's going to be Forey City basketball. Caden Sletton was trying to keep it in bounds. She jumped up, threw it back in. It went off of Eagle Grove and out of bounds. She did not see an Eagle Grove player there, but she just threw it right spot, right time. Wrong spot, wrong time for Eagle Grove. Indians keep the basketball. Reese at the free throw line, now back out, left side over to Yarborough. Yarborough in the corner to Stella. Stella with the basketball gives it back to Yarborough. Yarber over to the right side to Reese. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins trying for a 2. That is no good. Rebound is off of Eagle Grove, and it will stay with Foray City. 47 seconds. There's only 3 on the shot clock for the Indians. They did not hit the rim. Only 3 seconds on the shot clock for the Indians to get a shot up. And Coach Erpelding is going to take a 30-second timeout to talk about things. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Once the Indians get a shot off here in the next 3 seconds, we'll take a 30. We'll come back. Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
How do you define a community? At Garner Dental Group, we believe it has to do with top-notch service and care. We have taken the extra steps to provide state-of-the-art services, a welcoming staff, and to make our patients always feel comfortable. We believe in creating an experience for our patients with the same level of care and sense of being that we feel in our communities. Join the Garner Dental Group community today. We want to see your smile. Learn more at garnerdental.com.
Back here to Foray City High School, 47 seconds. 3 seconds, though, more importantly, on the shot clock for the Indians. Reese will inbound to Jenkins. Jenkins got to get a shot up. Jenkins still, and it'll be a shot clock violation against the Indians. And Indians called a timeout. Still unable to get one up. Shot clock violation against Foray City. 38 seconds to play here in the quarter. 58-19. Indians trying to get one back now if they turn one over a moment ago, and we're going to have a jump ball. That will go to Foray City. It should be Eagle Grove basketball. Yeah, Foray City got the last one. Should be Eagle Grove basketball. 58-19, 32 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And we'll have a inbound pass coming. They'll get it into Micah Anderson. Anderson over to Child. Child will hand it off to, I believe, Tatum Edwards. It is Tatum. Gives it off to Micah Anderson. Stella LaCour reaches in and pokes it out of bounds. Stays with Eagle Grove, but a good defensive play there by Stella, the senior for the Indians. 15 seconds to play here in the shot clock for the Eagles. 20 seconds to play in this quarter. First half of basketball. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound Child, and it is blocked out of bounds by Yarber. 12 seconds. Shot clock is off as that one hit the rim. So no shot clock. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. 58-19. They'll inbound the basketball, and it's loose. Who comes up with it? It's going to be Yarber for Foray City. Yarber, and she traveled. So Yarber traveled with it, and Eagle Grove will get it right back with 6 seconds to play. So Eagle Grove will get an opportunity with 6 seconds to get a shot up. They'll inbound it to Child. Child, left side to Lenning. Lenning bobbles it. Now Maya Jenkins steals it, and she will just hang on to it. Saw Reese the last second, but Foray City won't have time to get the ball up and over to her out of her hands in time for a shot. Instead, the Indians will take a 59-19 lead into the halftime break. Indians lead 59-19 at halftime. We'll come back in a minute. I believe we'll be talking with Foray City boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker about his regular season and get ready for the postseason. We'll come back in a minute. This is Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, whether you're on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more at waldorf.edu today.
From the first kickoff to the final buzzer, First State Bank is proud to stand behind the West Hancock Eagles. We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and your biggest supporters. At First State Bank, we believe in investing in our future, and that starts with the young athletes, students, and families who make this town special. First State Bank of Britton Woden, where community matters. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Hancock County Health System physical therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Back here to 4A City High School and our Waldorf University halftime show. We're joined now by 4A City boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. And Coach, you've got a little bit of explaining to do. You guys and all you guys here at 4A City, because there is something going on here. Three-pointers are raining in against West Fork for you guys tonight. There's been, 15 threes made between these two teams in this first half. You guys made a school record 16 three-pointers against West Fork. Tell me about that, Coach.
Yeah, I hope it's contagious and it lasts about a month and a half or somewhere like that. Yeah, we got it going the other night really well. We moved the ball well. We knocked down shots. We were open, and not just what was really good to see from my perspective. We had 8 different guys make a three that night and get the school record that was set in 2005. We didn't realize that till after the game, but yeah, it was. We did a really good job offensively and just of moving the ball, and we really worked on that. I know it's only one practice, but the night before, not that had anything to do with the ball going in the hoop, but I think we did get more open shots than maybe we were used to, and to the kids' credit, they really knocked them down and just had a lot of fun. It was a fun night for sure, getting a lot of guys in the game, a lot of guys contributing, and when you're hitting shots, it's always fun.
Yeah, and Cameron Jacobs is now a trivia question answer as who made the 16 three-pointer. Cameron Jacobs knocked it down from the left corner.
I have a feeling you'll have that alumni golf on a board somewhere.
Yes, someday. We got to wait a little bit.
Okay.
Can't have it right away. People might know about that. But well, Coach, now you guys get ready for a postseason. You guys going to take a day off. Do you like this time off, or would you rather keep playing?
I actually do like the time off. But way back years ago when we were 3A, we had 2 weeks off. Yeah. So this doesn't seem like anything, but yeah, I like you don't have to worry about getting somebody rolling an ankle, a game that you have to play to get going, and we gave them Friday off. I think it's good just to get away from basketball for a little bit, especially when you have a game like that. You can sit back and enjoy it. So we gave them Friday off in the weekend, and we'll come back Monday and prep, and then we'll find out Monday night who we play, and then we have Tuesday and Wednesday to get ready, and then go to work on Thursday.
I know you always tell me you don't really care who you play, but I'm going to ask you this question anyway. Would you rather play a team for a third time or play a new team? Both of them have got to be challenging to get ready for.
Yeah, they are. I don't have a preference. I hate to tell you what you were going to tell, what you said I was going to say, but yeah, there's positives to both. There's, if you play Garner, I think that's who the kids expect to play probably because, they're familiar with them and that sort of thing. Or, there's positives of that, but also beating a team a third time is difficult. Or you play Central Springs, which you don't know a whole lot about. The kids haven't played them. So, either way, we're more concerned, and we'll talk about it Monday of what we need to do and what we need to do well. And that's what we told them against West Fork. We really had no time to get ready for West Fork. Didn't know a lot about them at the time. So we just said, we're going to go out and take care of what we do. And we did that, and it worked out.
That's pretty cool, Coach. One thing I want to talk about is it's pretty cool to see the girls they stay around and support the boys, and the boys, of course, there could be other things they could be doing tonight, and they're out here and they're hooting and hollering and cheering on the girls. It seems like everybody's just connected and cheering for each other and trying to support each other.
Yeah, that was something I noticed the other night was the girls over in the student section. It was a full student section, and they were being loud, making an impact for sure, and they were getting after when our guys knocked down shots, and they see our guys doing it tonight too. So, yeah, that's great. That's one of the best parts of being in a school this size where you can be, everybody. There's multi-sport athletes. Everybody's cheering for everybody. So, that's great to see for sure.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
That's 4A City boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. We'll come back in 2 minutes. On our halftime show, we'll have stats next.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Rainer and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
When a loved one passes, turn to Ewing Funeral Homes. We're here for you before, during, and after a loss. Our locations in Britt, Kanawha, Belmont, Clarion, and Dow's are ready to help you in your time of need. We support our hometowns. We're Ewing Funeral Homes, where your legacy is our tradition.
Solventum, formerly the 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at Solventum wishes our area athletes good health and good luck this season. Like any good team, working together brings out the best on the field or in the warehouse. The Solventum Distribution Center of Forest City.
Whether you're in town for the tournament or just passing through, stop by Conger Meat Market in Forest City for fresh quality meats and game day favorites. Conger Meat Market, your hometown meat market for every game day.
Back here to 4A City High School, taking a look at some scores from around the state of Iowa before we get into our stats. The most notable score, Carroll and Humboldt are in a 4-point game. They're at halftime. Carroll leads Humboldt by a score of 20-16. Clear Lake leads Osage 22-18. That's probably a closer game than I think some would thought would be. Osage giving Clear Lake a little bit of a run, 22-18 at halftime. That's on the bottom side of this bracket. Have not seen a score from Southeast Valley and Algona yet. We will continue to look for that. Roland Story leads Iowa Falls Alden 36-14 at halftime. And that's about what we got as far as scores coming in from tonight's Class 3A games going on around the state for now. Here it is, 4A City 58, Eagle Grove 19. The Indians scored 32 points in the first quarter, 26 points in the second quarter. Eagle Grove scored 6 points in the first quarter, 13 points in the second quarter, 19 points at halftime. The Indians are 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 for 4 in the first quarter, 2 for 2 in the second quarter. The Indians made 9 3-point baskets in the first half, 3 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter. Eagle Grove made 6 3-point baskets in the first half, 2 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. The Indians are led in the first half. Let's see, Maya Jenkins has a total of 13 points for 4A City. It is a total of 8 points for Ashlyn Kingland. Hayden Brown on the scorer's book with 7 points tonight for the Indians. So far for 4A City, Lexi Eisenbrand 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She has a total of 11 points. 6 points for Raven Yarber, and it is 9 points for Jenna Donchi, 4 points for Drew Segalum. Eagle Grove has 6 points from Tatum Edwards, 3 points from Kendra Schild. It is a total of 6 points for Micah Anderson and 4 points for Ellie Lenning. So far in the first half, 4A City has been called for 5 fouls, 2 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter. Eagle Grove for 4 fouls, 3 in the first quarter and 1 in the second quarter. 2 on Micah Anderson, 1 on Ellie Lenning, and 1 on Holly Anderson. 4A City has 1 on Drew Seglum, 1 on Raven Yarber, 1 on Hayden Brown, 1 on Ashlyn Kingland, and 1 on Maya Jenkins. Nobody is in foul trouble. A chance for 4A City to move to the regional semifinals to be played Wednesday here at home, leading over the Eagle Grove Eagles 58-19. Indians going to start with a different lineup here, as it is Brinley Blazer, Ivana Johnson, 2 freshmen out there with Caden Sletton, Sophia Reese, and Stella LaCour. So a different look for 4A City to start the half off, and Reese is going to try to leave off where the Indians left off with a 3, no good. Ivana Johnson, the rebound, also no good. Out of bounds off of Eagle Grove, stays with 4A City. So a couple of misses to start the quarter for the Indians. 7:46 to play here in the third quarter. Blazer will inbound to Johnson. Ivana's got it. She'll give it top of the key to Reese. Reese over to Sletton. Sletton, cross court to Johnson. Johnson drives inside, will try for a long two. That's no good. And the rebound is picked up by Eagle Grove. Tatum Edwards has it. Edwards across the line. At the free throw line, Holly Anderson gives it out to Lenning. Lenning inside to Edwards. Edwards for two, it's no good. Rebound picked up by Reese, and Fourier City going to run with it across the line. Sophia. Back towards half court, gives it off to Ivana Johnson. Ivana now will set it up over to Blazer. Blazer gives it off to LaCour. LaCour to the right side to Reese. Reese will set things up for the Indians. Now goes back to Ivana. In the corner to Blazer. Blazer looks inside at Sletton. Sletton out to LaCour. LaCour drives inside. She'll try for a two. It's no good. Rebound is loose. Who's going to come up with it? And they're going to say it is off of Eagle Grove. Stays with Fourier City. 6:40. There's only 3 seconds on the shot clock. Did it hit the rim or did it not? Referees are going to come together. I think they should stop the clock here if the referees are coming together talking about it. They're going to say it did not hit the shot clock. Fourier City will have 3 seconds to get a shot off. They'll inbound to LaCour. LaCour has got to get one up. LaCour at the buzzer. It is no good. Hit the rim, though, this time. Reese has got the rebound, and she scores. So it hit the rim, so it's not a violation. And then the Indians grab the rebound and put it up and score. It's 60-19. Stella's got her first points of the night. Now it's stolen by Sophia Reese. And Reese will come across the line for the Indians. Reese top of the key. Pump fakes, head fakes, now gives it off to LaCour. LaCour top of the key to Johnson. Bounce pass to Reese. Reese back to Ivana. Fourier City trying to run their offense. And they'll set things up. They'll go left side to Blazer. Blazer gives it off to Reese. Reese to the right side to Ivana. Ivana's going to try for a three, and she knocks one down. Ivana Johnson joins the three parade, the 10th three of the night for Fourier City. 63-19. Indians lead, and now the Eagles will throw it away. And Fourier City will get the basketball back with 5:18 to play here in the third quarter. Raven Yarber will check in. Sophia Reese will go to the Indians bench. And Johnson will bring the ball across the line for the Indians to set up the offense with a pass to Stella LaCour. LaCour cross court to Johnson. Johnson will bounce inside, now gives it back out to Yarber. Yarber in the corner to Johnson. Johnson to Cadence. Outside, Brindley will try for a three. And Blazer's got a three now. Everybody has a three. You have a three. You have a three. Blazer's got a three. It's 66-19. Nearly everybody on the Indians roster has made a three-point basket here tonight. Holly Anderson tries for a two. That's no good. Yarber's got the rebound, and she'll bring it across the line. Yarber to the right side now to Blazer. Blazer drives inside, kicks it out to Stella. Stella's going to try for a three, and she wedges it. We got a wedger. She wedges it between the backboard and the rim, which is a jump ball. And it goes to Eagle Grove. It'll be Eagle Grove basketball. Fourier City got it to start the third quarter, so it should be Eagle Grove basketball. Done rightly there. Inside to Edwards. Edwards for two. It is no good. Rebound to Yarber. Yarber brings it across the line, gives it off to Blazer. Blazer to Yarber, going to try for another three, and she knocks it down. Another three for Yarber. Indians now have a total of 12 three-point baskets tonight. Yarber's got one. And Eagle Grove will throw it away. Fourier City's got it with Blazer. 69-19 the lead. Ivana Johnson now. Fourier City throws it away. Micah Anderson bringing it back across the line. Mike at the 10-foot volleyball line, being guarded by Blazer. Blazer nearly stole it. She got a hand on it. Inside, fight for the loose balls, picked up by Stella. She'll give it off to Ivana. Ivana had to go backwards to get it, but she's able to haul it in and bring it across the line. Yarber is going to try for another one. That time it's off the mark, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, off of Eagle Grove, stays with Fourier City with 3:10 to play in the third. And the Indians will bring in Samantha Klaus and Hope Anderson. Hope Anderson, 7 points in her debut First night on the roster on last Tuesday. Or actually, this past Tuesday. I forget it's Saturday. 7 points in her debut. She's in for the first time. Ivana Johnson will try for a 2. It's good. Count the basket in the foul for Ivana Johnson. She got the runner to go, and she is fouled as well. The bucket in the harm. The foul will go against Lenning, her second. First foul of the quarter against the Eagles. And Johnson were a chance at a three-point play. She's got it. So has a traditional three-pointer, and now she has an and one to go with it. 72-19 for a City in command here in the Class 3A Region 7 quarterfinals. And Eagle Grove will mishandle that one as it goes through the hands of Tatum Edwards out of bounds. Johnson will bring it across the line for the Indians. Johnson at the free throw line, hands it off to Yarber. Yarber across to Klaus. Klaus gives it off to Yarber. Tipped into the backcourt. Forest City can play it. With Johnson, 18 on the shot clock. Johnson will drive inside, now kick it out to Blazer. Blazer inside the lane. Oh, tried to dump it inside to Hope Anderson, but I think Hope maybe did not expect the pass there. And it goes out of bounds and will go back to Eagle Grove. 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. Edwards gives it off. And now back inside Edwards for 2. That's no good. Rebound to 4A City. Yarber wants to run with it. The future of 4A City on the floor right now. Yarber for 2. It's good. Raven Yarber running 2. All 5 of them. They've played together this year on the JV team. And all 5 of them, the future of 4A City basketball. Getting their first taste of postseason play tonight. Child for a 3. That's no good. Rebound. Edwards puts it up. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. The foul will be the first of the quarter against the Indians. First of the game against Ivana Johnson. So you've got Brindley Blazer and Ivana Johnson, both freshmen out there for 4A City. Raven Yarborough, a classmate, also a freshman. First free throw by Edwards is no good. And then you have the 2 Indian sophomores, Hope Anderson and Samantha Klaus. Trying to get some postseason experience. These 5, that one's also going to miss everything. And we'll go back to 4A City. These 5, part of the Indian future. Hoping to make this run as starters next year. Ivana Johnson, some of them. Ivana Johnson's 3 is no good. When you got the starting lineup of seniors that 4A City does, it's going to be some of these young athletes that will be the next to be called upon in the Indian starting 5 a year from now. Klaus gives it inside to Blazer. Blazer into Hope, and Hope is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And what's great is you see the Indians starters, their seniors that are on the bench right now, they are jumping up and down at the play of the young girls on the bench. I mean, that's how you continue to build a program. First free throw is no good by Hope Anderson. You hear the girls in all the postseason interviews talk about how connected to this program is and how all the girls enjoy being around each other. Jump ball will go to 4A City this time. 53 seconds to play. Both free throws missed by Anderson. Ivana Johnson will inbound the basketball. Ivana set to inbound the basketball. And it's taken away by Eagle Grove on the inbound. Micah Anderson's got it. She'll feed it up to Tatum Edwards. Edwards gives it back to Anderson. Anderson for a 3. That is no good. And it will go back to 4A City with 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. 4A City will get one more opportunity. The Indians with a chance at a high water mark of points in the season. They're at 74 here in the third quarter. Johnson goes over to Klaus on the right side. Now back to Yarber. Yarber will bring it to the right side now to Blazer. Now left side to Johnson. Ivana goes inside to Hope. Hope inside the lane. Didn't have a lane. Kicks it back out to Klaus, looking for her first varsity points. It's no good at the buzzer. 74-19. 4A City allows no points in the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth and final quarter runner for this.
AgVantage FS is committed to providing the best products, services, and solutions to enhance and sustain the profitability of its patrons. They are also strong supporters of local communities and high school athletics. The entire AgVantage FS team wishes the very best for student athletes. Learn more at agvantagefs.com.
Your smile is in good hands at Wilson Dental in Forest City. From routine cleanings to complete family care, Dr. Wilson and the team make dentistry comfortable and convenient. Call Wilson Dental today and keep your smile healthy right here in Forest City.
Hi, I'm Dave Zrosling, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHV Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Back here to Forest City High School, Indians have a steal as Ivana Johnson's got it for the Indians. Johnson at the top of the key gives it off to Stella at the third block. LaCour inside now, back out to Klaus. Klaus inside the lane, back outside to Ivana Johnson. Johnson back to Klaus to Hope Anderson at the free throw line. And bobbled through the hands of Stella and out of bounds, and it will go back to Eagle Grove. 7:30 to play in the ball game. Indians lead by a score of 74-19. They'll inbound it to Blazer. Blazer gives it off to Klaus. Klaus over to Blazer. Long two is good. That's just a two-pointer for Blazer. It's a long two, but it is a two. It's 76-19. 7:05 to play now in the ball game. Indians looking for a high water mark. Three-pointer by Eagle Grove, no good. Rebound also no good. Shield, the second opportunity, no good. There's a fight for a loose ball, kept by the Eagles. Two-pointer is up, and it is also no good. And LaCour's got it this time for Forest City. So Stella will come up with it. The Indians will race back with the basketball. It is Klaus. Gives it off to Johnson. Johnson to LaCour. LaCour, little jumper, no good. Rebound. Johnson puts it back up. She fights through everybody for a rebound. And Ivana Johnson has 8 points into the ball game for Forest City. Three-pointer is good. Amundsen scores the first second half points for Eagle Grove at the 6:16 mark of the fourth quarter as Amundsen knocks down a triple. Blazers three is no good. A rebound is fought for. It will be a jump ball. That goes to Forest City. Indians scored 76 points against West Fork earlier this year. They scored 78. Thought 78 was the high water mark. It is 78 against Belmont Clemmy earlier this year. They've tied their high water mark, have not been in the 80s yet this season. Blazer looks inside at Anderson. Anderson back out to LaCour from the free throw line. LaCour misses her first shot, or misses that shot. Gets her own rebound, though. Gives it over to Ivana Johnson. Ivana Johnson goes left side to Blazer. Blazer looks inside at LaCour. And it is no good. Almost out of bounds. Saved by Anderson. Into the hands of Amundsen. Back to Micah Anderson. Here's a three on the way. That is no good. And Forest City's got the rebound with Hope Anderson. Anderson gets it off to Ivana Johnson. Johnson goes to Blazer in the corner. Klaus going to look for a two. That's just a two. Just a two. And Klaus gets a two-point basket for Forest City. First varsity points for Samantha Klaus is a long two. Timeout for Eagle Grove. Just for substitutions, they'll be charged with their final 30. And so we'll get you the new Eagle Grove athletes out there. It is also, that is the high water mark of the season for the Indians. Freshman Jaden Sadler. Amundsen is back out there. Lola Kretlow is out there, as is Ryan Ettringer. There's a three. That is no good. A rebound is picked up by Sletton. And now the Indians turn it over. It's taken by Kretlow. Inside for two to Amundsen, and she's fouled by LaCour. So Stella will pick up her first foul. First foul of the fourth quarter. Amundsen will go to the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it is good by Amundsen. And she will get one more opportunity. It is no good. Kretlow grabs the rebound. She's now fouled. So it'll be back-to-back fouls for Forey City and back-to-back free throws for Eagle Grove. As Hope Anderson called for the foul now, her first. And that will send Kretlow to the free throw line. Her first free throw is no good. She'll get one more opportunity here from the free throw line. 80-23, a lead for Forey City. One more free throw. Kretlow is also no good. Long rebound comes to Cadence this time, and Sletton's got it across the line with Ivana Johnson. 4 minutes to play, and Forey City will be back in the win column here at home in the postseason. Inside, Cadence Sletton for two, and she'll score. So Cadence will find a two-point basket. 82-23 now the lead for Forey City. Across the line, Amundsen's going to try for a three. That's no good. A rebound to Sletton. Sletton gives it off to Ivana Johnson. And Johnson will bring the ball across the line for the Indians. Timeout Forey City to get Blazer back inside. It'll be a 30-second timeout whistled against Forey City. Sletton will go to the Forey City bench. The Indian starters have not played at all in the second half. Ivana Johnson at the top of the key. Inside to Hope. Good feed inside to Hope. Couldn't quite get it to go, though. Out of bounds. Who touched it last? Forey City did. Eagle Grove gets it back. 3:14 to play here in the fourth quarter. 82-23 the score. They'll inbound the basketball. It'll be Addison Ettram who will bring the ball across the line. Ettram will go off to Amundsen. Amundsen for two. Her shot no good. Rebound by Stella. Stella will give it off to Johnson, and Johnson will run the point for Forey City across the line. Johnson whistles out the plays for the Indians. She goes the right side. Now she's going to drive all the way to the left corner. Gives it off to Blazer, back to Stella, into the hands of Johnson. Johnson looking inside at Hope. Hope goes up for two, and she scores. Hope Anderson now on the board for the Indians. 84-23. 2:25 to play here in the fourth. Ettram goes over to Amundsen, left wing. Now it's stolen by Blazer, and Blazer will slow things up for Forey City, and they'll set it up. Blazer might have had an easy run the other way, one-on-one, but Forey City wants to set up an offense. Of course, slow things down a little bit, leading 84-23, not trying to pour it on. But, of course, get some experience for the young girls. Samantha Klaus inside. Double dribble called, and Forey City will turn it over. 1:50 to play here in the fourth quarter, 84-23. Across the line comes Ettram with it at the 10-foot volleyball line, and now it's stolen by Hope. Hope's got a steal for the Indians. Gets it off to Johnson across the line, and Forey City will set things up. Stella at the top of the key will set things up. Forey City trying to get into their offense, run through things. That time it's stolen away. Kretlow's got a steal for Eagle Grove. Goes off to the left side, gets it off to Amundsen. Amundsen short corner, brings it back out behind the three-point line. Now go to Ettram. On the right side, that is a three by Sadler. That is no good. Kretlow, the rebound, puts it up, and she scores. 84-25, under a minute now to play, and Forey City is on to the semifinals. Inside, it's nearly stolen away. It might be stolen away. There's a fight for the loose ball. It is picked up by Eagle Grove. It is stolen by the Eagles. So Eagle Grove does have a steal. Ettram at the 10-foot volleyball line. Now it's stolen by Johnson. Johnson will slow things up for Forey City and bring it back out. 38 seconds. Forey City will need to shoot just one more time. Johnson to LaCour. LaCour for two. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say it's Eagle Grove. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to play. And the Eagles will have it probably last. If not, 4A City will let it tick away. And the Indians do get a steal, and they will let it tick away now. 84-25, 4A City will let the clock tick away. And the Indians are back in the win column in the postseason here at home, and they are off to the regional semifinals. One of three boxes checked on the Indians' postseason trail. 84-25 the final, as 4A City will win here at home. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 3 minutes with our post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds. Comes your way next. This is Indian basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
Don't just buy seed, invest in a plan. At County Line Seed, we offer expert advice and premium seed varieties from DeKalb Asgrow, Whiffles, and Latham. Call 641-581-3300 or stop by, talk to Matt, Chuck, or Jake. County Line Seeds, turning seed into opportunity.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City. Forest City Ford at the corner of Highways 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see our current inventory at forestcityford.com. Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Absolute Waste believes in hard work, dedication, and school spirit. That's why Absolute Waste is proud to cheer on the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals this season. Go Cardinals!
Need LP gas you can count on? Hanson LP Gas in Lake Mills and Thompson has you covered. Since 2005, we've delivered fast service, competitive pricing, and the hometown reliability you can trust. Good luck, athletes, from your friends at Hanson LP Gas.
For over 110 years, Pritchard Family Auto Stores has helped local North Iowans find the right ride with honest deals and trusted service. A century strong and still driven by trust. Visit Pritchards.com today.
Instep Flooring of Kanawha. Planning to redecorate? Call Instep Flooring in Kanawha at 641-762-3688. They sell and install carpet, ceramic, hardwood, vinyl, and luxury vinyl materials. Visit Instep Flooring today in Kanawha.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Iowa Mold Tooling has supported the GHV Cardinals and local communities for over 60 years. Working at IMT is more than a career, it's a calling. The family of team members build products that impact the world and support North Iowa. Looking for a great career opportunity in the North Iowa area? Check out IMT in Garner. Apply today at imt.com/careers.
Shooters in Forest City is proud to be a part of the Forest City Indians. Before or after the game, stop by Shooters for our specialty burgers, pizza, or a cold drink and a great time. Go Indians from your hometown fans at Shooters Sports Bar and Grill.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, with 9 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve you. MBT supports the Forest City Indians, and we look forward to seeing our student athletes compete all year long. Good luck, Indians, from MBT Bank in Forest City.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. It is a win at home for 4A City. They are back in the win column at home. They are back in the win column in the postseason. They will live to play another day, and they have won for a 20th time. Another season with a 20th win for 4A City as they move now to 20-3 overall. 4A City picks up another season with 20 wins. Seems to be starting to be a regular thing for 4A City that they would like to keep going, and a chance for 4A City to keep that going with the young girls that we saw on the floor late in that game. They are the future of the 4A City girls basketball team, and what valuable experience they got here at home tonight in this postseason game. As we'll get a chance to talk with Coach Erpelding about that in just a few minutes as he'll come out and we'll talk with a couple of players and coaches, of course, as we always do. But what a valuable experience in this one for those girls that were able to actually, I shouldn't say those girls that made the floor. Everybody made the floor tonight. Eagle Grove was held to just one three-point basket in the second half after they made 6 three-point baskets in the first half. And the Eagles were held to just 6 total points in the second half. 4A City only scored 26 points, did not need much more. 4A City could have easily scored well over the 100 points tonight, but the Indians, they're one of those teams, we've talked about it plenty of times this year. 4A City is going to do what they need to make sure they win and make sure they statement win, but they are not going to ever, with Coach Matt Erpelding team, are ever going to run the score up, and that's exactly what happens tonight as we're joined now by Brindley Blazer. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Have you caught your breath yet? You guys were running up and down the court there for a while. Let's talk about that. You guys get in the second half, put up 26 points for 4A City. One of the things that I pointed out was, everybody that was out there in the second half, all part of the future of this team, getting some experience. How good was it? I mean, you've played in the regular season, of course, but to get into a postseason game and get that much time, how much valuable experience is that for you guys?
It was super valuable, especially knowing that we're going to have the next 4 years, and we just look up to, like, the upperclassmen, and then we go out and do what they do and just try to push. And, yeah.
Late in that game, you guys, both you and Ivana, had chances to take it down and have breakout plays down the floor, but you guys kind of stopped and made sure you set up an offense and get into things. Is that things where you guys as young players just really trying to still get into the hang of things, of calling plays and running plays and kind of leading things out there?
Yeah. It's definitely when we get older, we should probably learn how to not do that as much. But for right now, it's good to try to get us just step by step, trying to get better each year and day.
It's got to be nice to get a win here in the postseason. You guys have had some time off. What was that time off for you guys between a Tuesday night's win against Belmont Clemmy and then the game here tonight? What have you guys been doing over the last few days to get ready?
We have been doing a lot of stuff for our mental to make sure we're mentally locked in for it. And we've been getting a lot of shots up and really making sure we're locked in for practice. We can't mess around because this is where it really matters. And we're not finished with the job, so we're just going to keep working harder and get better each day.
You guys win to get a play here at home once again. What can you say about a great group of fans that came out and supported you guys out here tonight?
Yeah, I love the fans. They really make it a lot better place. They're always going to cheer for us, and it's really a quiet gym is never the best, so the fact that we have fans being super loud is really helpful and supportive.
Awesome. 5 points for you tonight, Brindley. Congratulations on
Thank
a great
you.
reign. Congratulations on an open postseason, and we'll see you again on Wednesday night.
Thank you.
That's Brindley Blazer from the 4A City girls basketball team. And Ivana's going to join us as well. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So it's Eagle Grove games where you're going to be talking to me now, right?
I guess so, yeah.
It's the last one. That's exactly where I want to start, though. You guys get to play a team that you've played already a couple of times in the regular season, a team that you guys know pretty well. You play every single year. How was it? How nice was that to start the postseason off with a team because sometimes when you get the postseason, you play somebody you've never even heard of them before. So how nice was it to play a team that you know?
It was actually pretty nice because the whole team was prepared to what we're gonna see and everything, and it was just everything was expected what happened tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask you the same question I just asked Brindley there a moment ago, but you guys getting some experience in the postseason as young girls, as the future leaders of this team, with all the seniors on this team, they're going to graduate. The program is going to be turned over pretty soon. And so how valuable was it for you guys to get to play in a postseason game here at home and get some experience here?
I think it was a really good experience for all of us. All of our freshmen really look up to our seniors and just all of our upperclassmen. And I think just playing at home with all our fans and the upperclassmen cheering for us, it was a special moment and just a lot of shoes to be filled next year.
earlier this season, whenever you guys were out there, a lot of times, there was maybe a senior with you or maybe Ashlyn, who's a junior, has been a part of this team for a long time. But there was a long stretch of this game where it was all you three. It was 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. I know you guys have played together on the JV court a ton, so you guys have that experience. But how nice was that to have you 5 out there and kind of, playing in a varsity game with you 5 together?
It was a really fun experience because during JV, you get to play a lot and you pass the ball and this is just a really team. And it's just nobody's selfish with the ball. With us 5, we always are let's see who needs to score. We all just open for the open person.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys go into halftime leading 58-19. What's the conversation like in the second half? I mean, obviously you guys have a big lead. You're hoping that's enough to push you to the win. But obviously, Eagle Grove hit 6 threes in the first half, so you couldn't take them lightly, and you guys didn't.
It was a good conversation. It was just keep our heads up no matter what, because our coaches just said even though we're winning, the score is still 0-0, no matter what. And it was just a good conversation to have, even though we had such a big lead.
12 threes for the team tonight. That had to be kind of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was kind of fun to hit 12 threes out there with your teammates. Savannah, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That's Savannah Johnson from the 4A City Girls basketball team talking with us here. And Coach Sherpling will get a chance to sit down and debrief on this one as well. Here, Coach, a lot to talk about here in this one. 9 first-half 3-pointers. I think, the girls, that first little stretch, right? You guys were playing pretty good at the opening stretch. Just the threes weren't falling, and all of a sudden they just started raining in there in the first half. You hit 9 in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, we weren't. You could tell early in the game we weren't quite locked in like we need. I mean, our shots, we just weren't fundamental. We were kind of stiff-arming some of our shots a little bit, and missing a lot of. Well, the shots, not only were we missing them, but it's they were almost like they weren't even close, so you could kind of tell mentally we weren't maybe quite where we needed to be. But once they started going, shooting's contagious, right? And, there were a lot of threes on both sides tonight and not very many twos, I think. Yeah. I don't know if Eagle Grove had 1 or 2 2-point buckets all night, but they got hot from 3 as well. So, one of those games where just kind of weird, but it's, glad to come out on top, I guess.
You are correct. Eagles hit 1 2-point basket in this entire contest. And that's exactly kind of where I was going to go next with this, Coach, because you guys gave up 6 threes in the first half, but you forced them to shoot from the 3. And some of them weren't, amazing looks. You guys had good pressure on them. They were able to just make good shots. So do you like where your defense was to force them to have to shoot those shots?
Well, yeah, and we were in a 2-3, and a lot of those threes came up, and now you're going to give up threes, and girls that sometimes don't make them or making them tonight. So, obviously, if we would have needed to, we would have got into something different defensively, but we were ahead comfortably enough that we didn't need to worry about. Obviously, you want to be able to identify those shooters, but they had a lot of different girls knocking them down, so it was just one of those things, right? They were probably thinking the same thing. It's what do we do defensively? Everybody's throwing it in, tonight. But, just a lot, really good to get those younger kids a lot of minutes, and they had a lot of fun. And, we were able to get everybody a bucket but Stella. And let's point out that a little bit. That's Stella's one of the best leaders I've ever had, and she knows what I'm all about in my culture and stuff. And you've seen there late, everybody in the gym wanted her to take it to the rim and go, and she said, nope, we run the clock out in this situation. And that's Stella to a T right there, and that's what we preach, and she knew that's the right thing to do, and she didn't care about getting 2 points. She wanted to make it look good at the end, so that's pretty special.
Yeah, Coach, absolutely. 84 points for your team tonight, high water mark of the season. A good start to the postseason. You like where your team is leaving this one heading into Wednesday night?
Yeah, I do. The biggest thing is we got out healthy tonight, and that's the big thing. We're, and had some success doing some things. I think last I heard Carroll was ahead of Humboldt, so it sounds like it's maybe going to be them. So, get some film on them and be ready to go because, they got some people that can present us some problems. So, see who ends up winning that. But, like I said, I don't, maybe you've heard something different, but it kind of sounded like it was maybe going to be Carroll. I'll find out when I get home, and we'll get after it Monday and Tuesday, and we'll be ready to go Wednesday night.
Just started the fourth quarter. Carroll leads 40-30.
Okay,
so it's a 10-point game. I mean, anything can happen
yeah,
there.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, 10-point game. Carroll leads just starting the fourth quarter. And
I heard Clear Lake Osage was kind of close as well.
38-32 11 minutes ago. So that one was close as well. That one was really close at halftime. So, yeah, a lot of good games in your bracket, Coach. We talked about it beforehand. You never know who's going to come out of either team, and that includes. And I mean, I know you're telling your team that as well. That does not guarantee Forest City is going to be there at the end too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Wednesday night, Carroll doesn't shoot. They don't look to shoot a ton of threes, but they shoot some. Percentage-wise, they're not usually as good as we are shooting the threes, but they could be Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
And if everything they throw up goes in, all of a sudden the pressure's on us, and you don't know, right? So. We got, my group's pretty good mentally, I think, of where we're at, but we absolutely have to be. I mean, if we think we're going to win showing up Wednesday night, the season's going to be over.
Absolutely, Coach. All righty, Coach. Well, I appreciate your time. A good win tonight. Like you said, got everybody in. Got some good. Oh, I want to ask you about that really quick before I let you go. Second half, of course, really good to see. I was talking with the girls, with Brindley and Ivana about this. Earlier this season, we've seen, when you have a lot of freshmen in there, a lot of times there's a senior in there with them, kind of leading the way. Tonight, it was you left it a bunch of the future of the team, right? The young girls. You had 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores in there. Had played a lot of JV basketball tonight. What did you see from that group of 5 that was out there for you?
A lot of composure, quite honestly. I mean, that was impressive. Like you said, kind of not somebody they could kind of fall back on. They just had to collectively do what we do, and I thought they did a really good job. Like you said, when we had that 2 sophomore, 3 freshman lineup out there, and yeah, we started the half with some experience and some upperclassmen there to kind of hold us together composure-wise a little bit. But as soon as I yanked them and went to the younger kids, there was no drop-off, so that's impressive. And that's part of being around the leaders I got on this team. Those kids, they lead in practice. They lead off the court, and it's more than just what they do in games and watching them. It's they teach them in practice and build that confidence. So that comes from within.
Coach,
Absolutely.
Congrats on the win. We'll see you on Wednesday night.
Sounds good. Thanks, Z.
That's Forest City head girls basketball coach Matt Erpelding. We'll come back in 1 minute. We'll have our stats, and we'll wrap things up here from Forest City High School.
At Winnebago Mutual Insurance Association and Winnebago Insurance Agency at Lake Mills, you get the coverage you know you need from the people you know will be there for you when you need them most. Trust in tomorrow with Winnebago Mutual and Winnebago Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual Insurance providers. Trust in tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic, Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait.
Richard Auto Company of Britt proudly supports West Hancock Community Schools. You support us so that we can support them. Here at our Britt location, we have access to over 700 new and used vehicles, so check us out on our website at Pritchards.com, give us a call, or stop by our store on Highway 18 so we can help you with all of your vehicle needs. Go Eagles!
Score big with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gig plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles. COM1, the local one serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click com1net.net today.
At Zimpro, our people are the heart of everything we do. To our current team, thank you. Your hard work and passion drive our mission forward every day. If you're interested in joining us at Zimpro, please visit zimpro.com/careers to stay informed with the upcoming and current opportunities.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialists.
Back here to Forest City High School, 84-25 is the final. Forest City a winner in Class 3A Region number 7. Again, we do not have an opponent yet for Forest City as that game is into the fourth quarter with Carroll and, Carroll and Humboldt into the fourth quarter and a 10-point lead at last check for Carroll in that fourth quarter. That would be a haul. It'll be a a nearly 3-hour bus trip for Carroll to make their trip here to 4A City on Wednesday night, if that is the opponent for 4A City. But that is what they would have to do, and they would have to make a long bus trip and then come upset the Indians to make a regional final. Let's take you back through it briefly here. 32 for 4A City in the opening quarter, 6 for Eagle Grove, 26 in the second quarter, 13 for Eagle Grove, 58-19 at halftime. Indians outscored the Eagles 16-0 in the third quarter, led 74-19 at the end of the third. Indians outscored the Eagles 10-6 in the fourth quarter and go on to win 84-25. Indians go 6 for 6 from the free throw line, make 12 three-point baskets tonight. They held Eagle Grove to a no buckets in the second half until the 6:16 mark of the fourth quarter. Get ready for this one, or it's going to take a second here. We're going to run down the scores. Indians were led by Maya Jenkins. She had 13. It was 11 for Lexi Eisbrand and Raven Yarborough, also had 11 points tonight. It was 8 for Ivana Johnson, 8 for Ashlyn Kingland, 9 for Jenna Donchi, 5 for Brinley Blazer, 2 for Samantha Klaus, 2 for Kaden Sletton, 2 for Hope Anderson, 2 for Sophia Reese, and 4 for Drew Segala. So the Indians get scores from just about everywhere tonight there for the Indians. Eagle Grove was led by Tatum Edwards and Micah Anderson. Both had 6. Amundsen had 4. Ellie Lenning had 4. Kenner Schild had 3. And it was 2 for Lola Kretlow. Eagle Grove went 2 of 9 from the free throw line and made 7 three-point baskets in the basketball game. They committed 5 fouls in the game. 4A City committed 7 fouls in the game. And the Indians now 20-3 overall will play in the regional semifinals on Wednesday here on their home floor. Eagle Grove ends their season and now moves to the North Central Conference with an overall record of 8-18 overall this season. Trying to see if we can get one more update from Carroll and Humboldt before we go to break, before we end it, but I don't think so. All right, let's do our player of the game. NBT Bank brings you tonight's player of the game. NBT Bank player of the game this evening for the Indians. I'm going to go with those 5, those young 5 that I got out there and played well. You talked about how well they played. Our coach Erpelding talked about how well they played. Those 5, the 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores that got out there by themselves, played by themselves for the first time really tonight at the varsity level, of course, have done so at the JV level a ton. So that would be Brinley Blazer, Ivana Johnson, Raven Yarborough, Hope Anderson, and Samantha Klaus. Those 5 will be our NBT Bank's player of the game. You heard from 2 of them in our post-game show. Ivana with 8 tonight, and Brinley Blazer had 5 points tonight. Klaus and Anderson both had 2. And Yarborough also had 11 points tonight for the Indians. Play of the game, it's going to be the third quarter for 4A City. The third quarter will be our H&R Block play of the game. H&R Block in 4A City. Garner and Algona sponsors today's play of the game. Thank you to our friends at H&R Block for sponsoring the play of the game. It's going to be the third quarter defense. They held a goose egg, 0 points for Eagle Grove in the third quarter, outscoring them 16-0 without really any. Was Ashlyn out? No, I don't think they had any starters on the floor in that third quarter at all, and they held Eagle Grove to a goose egg, 0 points, while they scored 16. That will be our H&R Block play of the game. Again, we will see you on Wednesday night for girls basketball, same time, 6:40 pregame show, 7 p.m. tip-off, and then we'll go the very next night for 4A City boys basketball open up their postseason run, 6:40 pregame show, 7 p.m. first tip between 4A City and either Garner or Central Springs. There we go. Lost my train of thought for a second. Or Central Springs. That winner will be decided on Monday. So that will be our next 2 broadcasts coming your way here on KIOW and KIOW.com. Want to say congratulations to the 4A City Wrestlers who made the state tournament today as well. So congratulations goes out to them. Thanks to John Lentz back at the studio for his hard work tonight. My name is Zaron Agostel. Again, the final score tonight is the Indians of 4A City 84, the Eagles